Hello glam dolls and glam gents. In this video today, this video is going to be something that you all have been waiting for, something that I have did trial and error with several times and just could not get it. So if you want to see how I achieve these training fingertips to stay adhered to that nail, then keep watching. Let God's promises shine on your problems. A lot of times in life, we allow our darkness, our situations, things that occur that's out of our control. We let that place a darkness in our lives, and it just takes away all of our light. It causes us to not perform and do as we need to in life. So yeah, God just wants us to know that if we keep His promises, if we believe in His promises, that He'll make our light shine again. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Those of you who are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I just wanted to come in and kind of give you some insight on this nail training hand and some pros and cons about it. There are plenty of videos trending about this hand, how to use it, how to prep it. And I'm just going to show you two of the ways that I've found that works for me for these nails. So there's two different ways that I actually apply the nail and actually like the outcome that it gives me. So here, as you can see, I'm going to flip the hand over so you can see. This is the nail training hand. This is how it looks underneath. Okay, so here you can see this flat side, and of course in a second I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just remove this finger here, the tip of this finger, and you can do that just by pulling it off. And I'm going to go ahead and show you all how I get this nail ready for practicing. So with the finger like this, once I remove that, here I'm going to actually zoom in to show you. Here you'll see how this tip of this nail training thing, it has some bumpy grooves to it. So all I'm going to do is just go in with my drill, and I'm going to smooth that out. So I'm just going to make that a smooth surface. Just kind of etch that and make it very smooth. And I'm going to do that at the back part also. So here on the back part, I'm just going to run my drill alongside it, and here on the sides, just like that, just to smooth it out. So I'm going to turn it to the side so you can see where it actually smoothed it out. So it's smooth. So once we have it smooth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. This is what I found out works really good for me. We're going to be using full cover nails for this particular nail I'm getting ready to show you here. It's going to be a full cover nail. So with this full cover nail, and I'm just going to grab one that I have. They are stiletto shapes. I'm going to grab one of these, and I'm going to be gluing it to the top of this. And it's going to give me the look like this to be able to work on. So I'm going to be using some Gorilla Glue. And I like to use the 10-second one because it dries really fast. You don't have to worry about it coming off. So I'm just going to take the nail, and I'm going to put a dot, just a very small dot of glue here on the back part. And I'm going to put a small drop there and a small drop here. So on those three sides where you should have glue. So you're going to take your full cover tip, and you're just going to place it and hold it for a couple of seconds, and your nail will actually come out just like this. So with this, you can lay your acrylic, and see, the nail is on there. So it's very secure. Very secure. You don't have to worry about it coming off. And this is how it looks once you turn it to the side. So here, you'll be able to practice on that apex and all that other stuff. So you want to make sure you have enough glue, because I accidentally knocked it just now. You want to make sure you have enough glue, because if you don't, it will pop off. Make sure you have enough glue, but not too much. And I didn't have enough, so it dried on me. And it dries in 10 seconds. So literally, once you place that glue, you have to immediately put that nail on there. You don't have any time to play around. So again, I'm just doing it again because I didn't put enough glue. I'm just going to hold that down. You want to make sure you're taking your thumb and holding that part firm, and taking your other thumb and holding this down. Like I said, this glue dries in 10 seconds, so I'll give it about 10 to 15 seconds to make sure it's all the way on there securely, so you don't have to worry about it coming off, and then you'll be good to go. Like I said, I did this one the same exact way, and yeah. So while that is finished drying, while that's going to be finished drying, I'm going to show you another way that I get the nail on this finger like this with no problem. Because I know when I first got this training hand, I rarely even practice on it, hardly never, because it's so hard to get the tips to stay on. So what I'm going to do is show you now how to actually get a nail on this hand, this finger, without removing the actual fingertip. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and remove this off, because we're going to go back and I'm going to show you how to do something else with that in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of my nail refill tips, and I'm going to apply it there, on there. And you could take either a nail clip or either one of those other type of clippers and do it. I broke mine, so I don't have it, but you just take it and you're going to clip it off. Yep, you're going to clip that off. Well, that's not working too well for me, so I'm going to cut it. Just cut it with a pair of scissors or however. But anyway, I'm going to leave everything intact as if the nail training hand came. And I'm going to place this nail tip on there. Now I'm going to take my drill, and I'm going to go ahead and etch that nail fully. And where I'm going to be placing that tip, I'm going to make sure I get that area really well. So, once you have it like this, you're going to get your nail tips. And this is the tricky part. So, now, you know that when you actually apply your tips, these are the tips I'm using. Once you actually apply your tips, you know that your tips must fit on your nail from side to side, from this your side wall to your side wall. So here, from here to here. So typically you'll get a nail tip that fits directly flushed from side to side evenly, just like that. But normally what happens when we're using these kind of tips, when we're using tips and we go to press it down to make sure that glue is gonna hold it in place, it tends to slide and it just won't glue itself on. And I've tried this with the Gorilla Glue and it didn't work. So what you're gonna do, and this is a size, this is a number, this is a number 5. This is a number 5 tip. So number 5 tip is what worked perfectly with it. So if this was a natural, somebody's hand, your client's hand, a number 5 for this nail would be perfect. It would be perfect. So what you're going to do in this case is you're going to go up either a size or 2. because you want it to extend off the side of that tip. So we're going to try, that was a number 5. So to get to a larger size, we're going to go to a number 4. So the smaller the number, the larger the size of your tips. So we're going to find one that it actually extends off the side of the nail. Now this is a size 4, this is the next size, and this one actually fits pretty perfectly as well. So we're not going to use 5, we're going to go up another size. So when we're going up, we're just moving down. So if I had a number 4 and it's 2, it fits perfectly. We want it to actually hang off, so we're going to go to a number 3. So here you see that it hangs off the side of this nail, which it gives us room, so when you press that glue down, it'll stay in place. You don't have to worry about it popping back up because the nail is actually perfectly fitted. I'm hoping I'm making a lot of sense, and I hope I'm not tongue twisted and doing too much, but yeah, we're going to apply some of this 10-second Gorilla Glue, and you must place it directly on the nail immediately after you put the glue on, because when I say it dries in 10 seconds, it dries in 10 seconds. It starts drying within the first 5 seconds. So you're going to make sure that you're holding it for at least 10 seconds. I normally hold it for about 15 just to be on the safe side, because this is a practice training hand and the tips can pop right back up. So I'm just going to hold that down and let it go. That tip is on there. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. That's how it looks from the side. And as you can see here, the tip is hanging off the side of that nail. Off that nail bed. And that's exactly what you want. So those are the 2 ways that I found that works good for placing those tips on. Now, I'm going to move these tips because I'm going to be showing how you actually file and shape that nail while it's on the hand like this. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to do another stiletto shape because I'm going to be doing a full set demonstrating this particular design on this hand. So I'm going to go ahead and do a full set of stilettos. So here, when you're cutting your stiletto shape, you want to make sure, first of all, you want to make sure you're holding this down because this does move. Now, you have 1 or 2 options. You can leave it on and hold it down with your thumb, or you can take it off to actually cut and shape the nail. Now, just to be on the safe side, either way, you want to make sure you're holding that nail down when you're cutting or doing anything to it. But I'm going to cut it here on the finger, and we're going to go like that. So I'm just going to take nail clipper. Make sure your nail clipper has a straight edge. Do not use the nail clipper that has the rounded edge, because normally you have a nail clipper as well that has a dip in it, that has a rounded side. We don't want to use those. We want to use the one with the straight edge. So we're going to go in and to cut that stiletto shape, we're going to start midways and clip off that excess nail, just like that. And we're going to go in on the other side and do the same thing. Now to continue this, we're going to go in a little bit more. So basically, you want to angle that nail clipper into a triangle shape at the top. So you pretty much want to make sure that it has a triangle shape. So I'm going to go in again and just angle it into a triangle shape. Now, if it's easier for you to do it with scissors, then you can just go in, which is probably easier for some of you with scissors. My scissors don't cut too well, so that's why I'm actually showing you with this nail clipper. The scissors that I have dulled out really bad, and they don't cut well at all. So I've started clipping with these nail clippers until I can purchase some more. So I want to go in a little bit more. Right here where you see that straight line, we want to just go in again and take that away. So you should have a straight line on that side. Same thing here. You can see how you have that box look, and then it starts going straight. We want to go in just a little more and clip that side off as well. So there we have our stiletto. Now you want to take you a file. This is a 100-180 grit file. This is my absolute favorite file to use. And we're just going to lightly clean the edges of that nail up. Just like this. And you don't want to do that too much because you want to you don't want to make that nail too small for that finger. So we're going to make sure here we're actually going right alongside of that natural nail and making everything even here. So we're going to just take off that excess by lightly moving that file back and forth. Okay, so now you have a perfectly shaped nail. Go back in with your nail drill and you're going to prep this nail. You're going to go right where you place that nail on. And you're going to take that shine off just like that. Very lightly. You don't want to apply too much pressure. Just like that. So, once that's taken care of, you now have your tips ready to practice those designs. No, you don't have to prime these nails as you would a natural nail, because this is plastic. It'll kind of hold the liquid. It's not going to absorb anything, so I wouldn't put anything on that. And you want to just go in. But if this is a natural nail, I'm going to show you how you're going to do it. You're going to make sure you have some nail dehydrator, and you want to make sure you have your good primer. So you're just basically going to take your nail dehydrator. You're going to go in. You're going to place it on the nail bed, and you're going to bring a little down on the nail tip. Now it's okay to get it on the tip because that's going to dry out. Okay? And then you're just going to go on top of that with your 2 coats of primer, whatever primer of your choice. So yeah. So here are the 2 ways that you can use this nail training fingers. And if I come up with any other ways to that may be easier for everyone, then I'll definitely come back and do another video, a continuation video of this. But for right now, these are the 2 methods that work for me. And another thing I want to add about is, of course, you know, this one you can just pop off once you've prepped that nail, done the design. You can actually save your designs by popping that nail off and putting it away. Now these, on the other hand, you can just simply pop them off, pull them off, and of course, repeat that same process the next time you get ready to practice. So yeah, y'all, I hope this video has helped some people, because like I said, I've searched YouTube and cannot find a video that actually worked for me at all when trying to prep these nail training hands. So yeah, use you some Gorilla Glue. I use the Gorilla Glue. This is the one that dries in 10 seconds. You can use this one, or you can also use the one that comes with a brush nozzle. It comes with a nozzle like that at the tip of this one, just like that one. But this one right here also has a brush. So whichever one is best for you, you can use it. but this is the glue that you would use. So yeah, 10 seconds. Make sure you get the Gorilla Glue that says 10 seconds. If you get any of the other ones, they're not gonna dry because they actually cure overnight, 24 hours. Some take a little longer with the other Gorilla Glue. So make sure you get the one that says 10 seconds. But until my next video, you all, I want you to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you then.